Now lastly, I'm going to speak of community families, where a group of people who live or work together take part in raising a child. Now we saw how this worked on Friends, when all of them had taken part in raising Ross and Rachel's child, Emma, who, by the way, was a result of a bottle of wine and a 5-year-old condom. Because a condom, just like my piece of shit Volkswagen out there, and that poetry guy's mom, just doesn't age well. Now, just because hair gray stopped there doesn't necessarily mean that those are the only types of non-traditional families. We have foster families, step families, grandparents living with the same households as their immediate family. We also have this new trend going around by humanitarian celebrities, where you travel around the world and you pick up kids like they're souvenirs. I got this one from Kenya. Mine's an authentic Cambodian. According to the Adoption Institute, between 1971 and 2007, an estimated 600,000 children were internationally adopted. And you can estimate that a good amount of that's from Angelina Jolie. Because if you're poor, you collect things like stamps and coins, and if you're a whore, you collect things like virginities, and if you're Angelina Jolie, you collect babies. Now, I know what you're thinking, all of these families have children, but no, that doesn't necessarily mean that every family needs a child. In fact, according to YourTotalHealth.com, last access on February 15, 2008, an estimated 15% of all children, and 50% of all couples experience problems conceiving a child. Because, well, let's face it, it's pretty hard to conceive a child out there, unless you're a 15-year-old high school student with your whole life ahead of you. And then there's people like me, who just simply do not want kids. And I'll give you reasoning behind this. I'm 87 pounds. Having a child would break me in half. It's way too much to do it. I even have teammates, look, because I have my vagina. There are all these different types of people living in the same households, all considering themselves to be a family. But no, that doesn't necessarily mean that living together makes you a family. See, Barney didn't live with those kids when he's saying, we're a happy family. But when the kids left him on the tires for his next day. I mean, what the hell, let it rain. Or what? Some crazy little Filipino girl wearing a dinosaur onesie came out to show Barney for the day. And I actually do have a onesie, and it fits me perfectly. And I brought Barney too. You see, living together doesn't really make you a family. Bloodline doesn't really make you a family. But what about that family you get to choose? Do you remember when you were a little girl and your best friend was just like your sister? I mean, back then you were pricking your fingers and we're blood sisters, and now it's bitch baby hepatitis. Or when you were a little boy and your best friend's older brother acted just like your older brother. And yeah, he was driving you around and bossing around your boyfriends? Girlfriends? Oh, well, whatever. I mean, you be like Rosie. Or what about your parents' best friends, who've been there your entire lives? Didn't they be considered your family? You see, there's many people out there who don't believe that they were born in the right family or married in the right family, but later found family and friendships. Barney may not have specified who he was talking about when he's saying, we're a happy family, but he does have a song that describes the differences in families, called Mine's Just Right For Me. Originally aired on April 7th, 1997. I had to watch a lot of Barney tapes to find out that citation. A family is people and a family is love. That's a family. They come in all different sizes and all different kinds, but mine's just right for me. The song continued to go through all the different types of families that those children had lived in, none of which were actually considered a traditional family. So you see, today my goal is to educate you, to help you broaden your viewpoint on what the word family should consist of, past the Oxford Dictionary standards. We've talked about family in a traditional sense, a non-traditional, and Barney's definition of family, and how it doesn't exactly tie into the first two. You see, in this country, we aren't exactly stuck with what we have. We have options. Family values as a political concept states that family values vary from household to household, from country to country, and from generation to generation. Because it isn't the blood in your veins, the marriage license, or the people you live with that make you a family. It's love that validates the bond's family. So take a minute, think about who you consider your family, and give them a great big hug and a kiss from me.
Yeah!